In the quiet corners of forgotten legends, there are whispers of a realm hidden between agony and ecstasy, where the boundaries of mortal sensation collapse into endless torment. It is said that those who dare to pursue ultimate pleasure, those who seek experiences beyond the limits of flesh, inevitably find themselves lured toward a small, ornate puzzle box known as the Lament Configuration. To hold this box is to hold temptation itself. To solve it is to open the door to beings who are neither angels nor demons, beings who embody both salvation and damnation. The Cenobites, they were not always the creatures they are now. Once, they walked as ordinary humans, men and women haunted by dissatisfaction with the world, yearning for sensations unimagined by mortal minds, soldiers disillusioned by war, scholars hungry for forbidden truths, and hedonists who could no longer find joy in earthly pleasures. All eventually found the box. When they solved it, the labyrinth of Leviathan opened before them, and they were remade in the god's image. Their flesh was reshaped into intricate patterns of mutilation, wounds stitched with steel, skin peeled and pinned to create altars of suffering upon their own body. Black leather vestments clung to them like sacred robes, transforming them into priests of pain. Among these nightmarish figures is the one most feared and most revered, Pinhead the Hell Priest. His pale face is mapped in a grid of scars, each intersection pierced by a nail driven deep into bone, a reflection of his unwavering devotion to Leviathan's order. His voice is calm, measured, almost gentle as he offers his chilling creed. Demons to some, angels to others. At his side stalks the Chatterer, his lips ripped away so that only exposed teeth remain, endlessly clacking in anticipation of the hunt. The bloated Butterball lurks in silence, his eyes sewn shut, but his awareness on, while the female Cenobite whispers through a throat cruelly slit open, her voice rasping him to agony. When the box is opened, they come. Chains tipped with barbed hooks explode from unseen voids, whistling through the air and embedding deep into flesh, tearing and pulling with merciless precision. Space itself warps under their command. Walls fold inward, doors vanish, and reality reshapes into the endless corridors of their labyrinthian domain. The Cenobites are not bound by mortal time. Wounds do not slow them. Death does not claim them. Their power is rooted not merely in physical torment, but in their terrifying insight into human desire. They sense longing, guilt, fear, and lust, and they twist these weaknesses into shackles far stronger than any chain. Yet the Cenobites are not chaotic monsters. They follow rules older than memory. They do not hunt without summons. Only those who solve the puzzle willingly invite them. To open the box is to enter into a covenant, to submit to their judgment, to seek what lies beyond pleasure and pain. They do not deceive, nor do they force. They simply answer the call, offering exactly what was sought, though never in the way mortals expect. In rare moments, bargains have been struck, loopholes found, and souls have escaped their grasp. But such reprieves are fleeting. Those who flee often carry scars deeper than flesh, haunted forever by what they glimpsed beyond the veil. Legends tell of many who vanished after seeking the box. Some found it in dusty antique shops, others inherited it from cursed estates, and still others stumbled upon it in ruins where no living soul should wander. Each tale ends the same, chains rattling in the dark, a flash of pale skin and black leather, and silence where a scream should have been. Those who search for the Cenobites believe they seek transcendence, but what awaits them is transformation, a life eternal, stripped of humanity, devoted to serving Leviathan in the labyrinth. The origins of Pinhead himself are whispered among the damned. Once a British officer named Elliot Spencer, he returned from war, hollowed by despair, seeking meaning beyond human existence. The box answered his longing. In opening it, he found purpose, yet lost himself, reborn as the high priest of suffering. Others followed similar paths. The Chatterer was once a victim of hunger for sensation. The female Cenobite, perhaps a seeker of forbidden intimacy. Butterball, a glutton for excess. Each carries their mortal sins etched upon their twisted forms, a permanent reminder of what brought them into Leviathan's service. There are those who claim that the Cenobites can be banished, that the box itself offers not only a doorway to hell, but also a way to seal it. To close the box is to send them back into the labyrinth, locking the gate between worlds. But such knowledge is rare and perilous to use. Few have the clarity or courage to act while chains rip through their flesh and whispers promise forbidden ecstasy. For most, The Cenobites' arrival marks not just the end of life, but the end of all things they once understood. And so the puzzle box endures, passing silently from hand to hand, appearing in places where desire outweighs caution. It waits in forgotten drawers, on dusty shelves, in markets where cursed relics are sold to those too curious to resist. Each time it is opened, the cycle begins anew. The seekers, the summoning, the arrival of the in the darkness beyond our world, chains lie coiled, ready to strike, and soft voices murmur a single promise: pleasure and pain, indivisible. And if, by chance, you hear those whispers in the dark, a rattle of chains where none should be, remember this: the Cenobites never arrive uninvited. They arrive because you called them. If you ever see the box, would you dare to open it?